You're gonna be happy because I know who comes in this chapter.
Is it 3G man?
G G G G G G G G.
Yeah, as I said, 3G man.
G G G G G G G G G G.
Mr. Shishio, it's been a long time.
Welcome back to Welcome back to Let's Play Time to Leave. I'm Drunken Dan.
No, we're just starting with that, are we?
Yeah, we're just gonna cut right to that. It's fine.
Fair enough. Now I'm the one who's been swept aside by some stupid bullshit.
It finally happened.
It's fair enough. I didn't have anything controversial to say this week.
That finally happened. I was able to sweep him aside. It only took me like 3 years.
I do like how Joe Biden, I think, has already done the thing I dislike most about Americans, though.
Go ahead.
Which is when they decide, you know what, even though I've never been, and I don't know anyone from there, and I have basically zero connection, I'm Irish, or I'm blank. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't help.
Off.
It doesn't help that
You're
there was...
not.
It doesn't help that there was some fucking UK politician that was spitting this fucking conspiracy theory. It's like, if you vote for Joe Biden, it's a vote for Ireland or something like that. Like, trying to tell that to Americans for some reason. I saw it online, because that's why for the longest time my Twitter handle was CEO of the Irish Cabal.
Well, it's still just this weird thing that people do, where it's like, you never been, you know, you've never been, oh, I'm Italian, okay, how much Italian can you speak? None. Oh, okay. Have you ever been to Italy? No. Oh.
I mean, I know people who...
How are you Italian then? Well, my aunt is Italian.
I mean, trained to be fair, like, there are people who are Hispanic, were born, like, in an English-speaking country, can't speak a lick of Spanish, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're not. That doesn't mean that they're not that doesn't mean their ethnicity changed.
Oh, I'm not saying that they can't be Hispanic, but they're not Spanish.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Like, there's a difference between being between being a race and being of a country.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay.
It's like, so as I said, it's this baffling attitude they see in so many people where they sit there and they tell you, I'm Irish. It's like, oh, really? What part of Ireland do you come from? I don't. Oh, okay, where have you been? Nowhere. How are you Irish then? Because I said so. Okay, then.
Probably usually, if I was a guess, usually because I would say, like, ancestors came from Ireland.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean you're Irish.
That doesn't, and also in America, our history with Irish people is weird. And by weird,
no, your
I
history
mean...
is the Irish were like, man, it sure sucks living in Ireland. Let's go literally anywhere else. So they went literally anywhere else.
Right. But I remember they got, like, shit on when they came to America at first.
Probably deserved it, let's be honest.
I don't know.
I have no sympathy for the Irish.
Of course you don't. You're English.
They're terrorists. It's all fine and dandy until the terrorists go after people you like.
Oh, whatever you say, colonialist.
Yeah, well. Oh, I guess I'm speaking of that. I know that show, The Crown's in trouble because it's basically, as my friend put it, historical fan fiction.
I have no knowledge of The Crown.
Well, I haven't watched it either, but my friend who as he said, hate-watched it, informs me that in this season that came out this year, there's a whole lot of stuff that implies that Prince Andrew is a paedophile, which is, you know... not true. He's only allegedly connected to paedophiles. There is a difference. Not a huge difference, but there is a difference. But then they also have things that say, yeah, but he's the Queen's favourite. It's like, probably... Oh no. As I said, I had literally zero interest in it beyond, and then but because I know exactly when it got to the time period it's at now, it was going to be, man, Diana sure is the best, most perfect woman ever. And I'm like, you know what? I fucking am so sick to death of hearing about that bitch. I'm glad she's dead. No one cares if why would I give a shit if some random woman dies in a car crash? So now, but you know, I have to keep hearing about her 20 years later. So you know what? Fuck her. She deserved it for the pain that she inflicted upon me personally.
Jesus Christ!
Look, if you don't inconvenience me in any way, I'm not.
Maybe you should just blame the paparazzi, because that's why she got shoved down your throat. I think. I don't know. It's
same. I mean, Yeah, but paparazzi would shove it down my throat if she never existed.
Yeah, but she's also why they died.
I mean, maybe so.
died.
But, you know, unless you believed the paparazzi, in which case it was all a conspiracy. Which, you know, you feel like these days people would realise like the fact that the people would realise that nobody's smart enough to run a conspiracy, because nobody's smart enough to run a government.
Like here, the closest you can get to a conspiracy theory is that something does X because money or resource, and that's about it. It's not even crazy because what I think I mentioned. Did I talk about this in one of our recordings? The thing where I find conspiracy theories hilarious because they break down once you ask the question, okay, but why? To what end? Because a lot of them are just really stupid when you think about it literally for a second. It's like, so like Flat Earth, I'm just going to use that one because it's my favorite one. Okay, so the Earth's flat. Okay, what benefit did they get out of saying it's round?
They get to sell you some fake maps.
But the maps are flat.
But they're not flat when they're on the globe.
Yeah, but they were saying it was round before like the invention of the globe.
Also, it's not round, Dan. Come on, it's an oblique spheroid.
Okay, but you know, I mean, technically, well, a sphere is round, you fucking clown.
No, it's a spheroid. There is a difference. It has oid in it.
I will fucking slap you.
Besides, everyone knows the Earth is in fact it is not flat. It's a disc on top of 4 great elephants on top of a giant turtle.
I've seen that image, but you get what, but real talk, you get what I'm saying though. Like it doesn't, like when you think about it for literally a second, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. There's no benefit to saying this, so it doesn't really work.
The benefit is Buzz Aldrin, or who was it? Was it Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin who punched the guy? I want to say it was Buzz.
Probably Buzz.
It feels like it was Buzz.
I feel like it might have been Buzz. I don't remember.
Probably around the time Woody left to go find Bo Peep.
Around the time they decided to ruin a series of movies.
Around the time where it ended, and they decided let's unend it. Let's Evangelion this shit.
Let's do more. Why? Fuck you.
Awkward moment when fucking Kingdom Hearts gives your characters a better send-off. Toy Story 4 does.
Toy Story 4 is so bad.
Still haven't seen Toy Story 4. So I'm not going to.
You don't. Just be happy with 3 and leave it at that. It's the best way to go. It's also good evidence for why award shows are fucking nonsense.
I mean, I feel like any number of examples. I feel.
Oh yeah, we talked about this last week. Just, like, you can
the mere fact I can just say the Suicide Squad has more Oscars than Shawshank Redemption, and it doesn't matter that they're not comparable Oscars.
Yeah, we know every award show, regardless of what it is fucking pointless, useless, and stupid.
Oh, it's not pointless. It's advertising.
No, that's true.
It's a circle jerk, so everyone can sit and go, man, look how much we care about blank and blank. I always love how many times you see fucking celebrities or go off on their thing and say, oh, we're going to make our big political statement about this, this, and this. It's like, you're actually going to do anything about it? No! We're going to sit around and talk about doing something so that we can feel good and say that we did something. What about all your money and like the redistribution of wealth and things like that? No, fuck you. No.
Fuck you, got mine.
I have money. You don't have money. Don't you see? I don't see why you feel this is an issue.
There's a number of people that are like that. Remember when the fucking AdSense thing happened? The one that why I don't have AdSense and why I just don't give a shit anymore?
Yes, where you used to have money and then you didn't.
Yeah, because they made a new thing for it. So like a lot of the middle to like big channels didn't even comment on it. Middle channels basically did the equivalent of kicking the ladder and saying fuck you, I got mine, which will be great when they get hit, because then I can sit there and go, hey, how's it feel?
Well,
by the way, one of those channels for those, because I keep joking about it, one of those channels was specifically I Hate Everything, who caught so much flack he immediately removed some of his tweets.
I think I didn't ever have any experience of I hate everything, and then the whole Last Jedi debacle thing happened.
Oh, what happened with that?
Oh,
I forgot.
He really liked it and was I don't
Oh,
understand.
Oh, yeah, he's a hipster. That makes sense.
Yeah, but then I remember he got in like a massive debate with some people and then got really butt mad about.
Yeah, he's straight up a fucking hipster. Like, oh, also Rain's here. Hello, Rain.
Hi, Rain. Bye, Rain.
No, she's here. We actually keep her.
For now.
No, we actually do get to keep her.
For now.
Until she sees a ninja and is like, ooh, I want to follow him around.
She'll get Devil Gundam eventually. They always do.
Yeah, that's true. They gotta throw her in a Devil Gundam again.
But yeah, well, it's stupid, and we kind of covered this. And
yeah, we covered this literally last recording, because we talked about the Game Awards shit for like a minute. Which, yeah, we'll just basically do the equivalent after because we won't. The next recording will be before the Game Awards, or be done before the Game Awards, so we won't know. The most we'll do is on the next one is just briefly scan over it, laugh if we were right, be maybe surprised by one, maybe one.
We won't know, but we'll know.
Yeah, we're pretty sure. Last year was the only one that surprised us because then we realized, I think they just realized it would be way too blatant to give it to everything, so then they just decided to be assholes about it and snub DMC.
No, I think we underestimated the fact that a lot of people were like, I actually have literally no idea what happened in Death Stranding. Yeah,
actually that's the thing. Like, I've commented on this a couple of times to people where I'm like, hey, remember Death Stranding? No, you don't.
I do.
I
frequently...
Oh, hi, Noriko.
Yeah. I frequently remember it because, like I said before, my friend was playing MGS5 and I realised, oh wow, MGS5 was just basically the forewarning of what Death Stranding would be. And I don't even hate Death Stranding, but
yeah, I think we actually I think there's even a recording of us back in Dragon Ball time where we were saying if 5 is a taste of what Death Stranding could be, it's only going to get worse.
I don't even think it necessarily got worse than 5. It's just the difference between Death Stranding and 5 is that Death Stranding was finished.
Yeah. It actually finished way sooner than I thought. I remember I thought that game was going to be in developmental hell for 10 years.
Well, I would find it funny, though, that even though 5 is clearly an unfinished game, 5 did finish, because there isn't actually an ending to that game. The ending is you kill Skullface dies, and you destroy Sahelanthropus. You achieve
ended there.
You achieve what is fundamentally the goal of the game, which is to get your Rwengi against the guy who took you. Damn it, he took it.
Yeah, honestly, the game should have ended right there.
And then it doesn't end, and it just keeps going. And it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah,
and I still have literally no idea why we've never actually seen the big boss and Zero split on the screen. Even every game.
We've talked about this a couple of times. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But
it's silly.
Oh, you know what's gonna be what I'm gonna love, because I know this is when your boy shows up. What I'm gonna love is when he shows up, because of what Noriko does. Is what I love the interaction between him and Coach, where Coach is like, no, that was just stupid, and Guy's like, no, that was brave. No, it was stupid. No, it was brave. Shut up. He's like, okay, fine, and then waits for Guy to leave and goes, by the way, he's wrong. That was not brave.
I mean, are you really gonna argue with the youngest astronaut ever?
I just think it's funny. Well, he doesn't. Also, he basically gives up. Guy leaves, and he's like, actually, Guy's wrong.
Pussy.
Coach is Ota is a pussy. I'm just gonna say it. Ota's a pussy, and he started fucking a student. This isn't a joke, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't watched Gunbuster, that's what happens.
I mean, she kind of wasn't a student at the time, but yeah.
Yeah. Later, I just like making jokes about it.
And also, he died, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He got the space cancer, I think.
Yeah, basically he got space cancer.
But you'd think any of the sort of super robot people with their amazing tech probably. I mean, we got gene fucking therapy because of Seed.
Seed's not in this game.
Just I'm trying to think. It must be. I'm pretty sure there's something in here that in T that has oh, you know what? No, there's fucking magic. There's Rhea. They can fix it.
Yeah, Rhea. They just cast fucking restoration on him.
It's like all those
That's
times
a
when you're
D&D joke for you, audience.
It's like when Eris dies, and you're like, why don't they just use one of them Phoenix Downs they have? They have like 50 of them. They're like cloud.
Another interaction I'm going to like is, because when we do the root split, I am going to do the super robot side, which I did do on my own playthrough, and there's a bit of dialogue that I really like.
God, I was talking to a friend, and I literally just like, I did my favourite thing, which is one of my favourite sort of weird references to do, which is that but Kingdom Hearts is light bow. And then I had to explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts to him. And I was like, around the time I got to the whole, alright, so the guy who you thought was Ansem was actually Xehanort's Heartless, right? And you don't know this yet, but he's travelled through time to go and talk to past versions of himself to get him on board with going through time. Because fuck you.
I mean, yeah, this is what happens. Nothing that you said is false so far.
I ain't lying. Nothing I said is a lie. It's not even hyperbole. It's literally the truth.
Yeah, no, everything you said is 100% what happens in the fucking games.
Man.
Judo punching a wall. Because he's angry.
Wow. What will the wall ever do to you, Judo?
Maybe it clawed on the butt. I don't know. I don't know about that wall.
Maybe it said Judo's girl's name.
Oh, look. A villain from G.
Good old
He's going to
Zondas.
deliver Judo from his suffering. Using this
Actually,
Zondaa Metal. Nothing can go wrong from that.
This would be the arm primeval. Yeah, I was going to say it's good old Zondas, but this would actually be the arm primeval.
Yes. But I do like though how this plays out. It's a pretty good scene. But maybe I like it just because I think Judo is cool. I mean, Judo... Then again, I could like Judo a lot because he's basically the closest thing Gundam had to just a straight-up super robot other than Gundam. G-Gundam, I mean, sorry.
It's a shame we don't get to have a fight with EI-01 in this. It was the boss of the first season of Gaogaigar, and this will go straight to Season 2. Which is doubly unfortunate because you don't even get J-Arc until near the end.
I like the fucking... You know, I gotta be real. I kind of enjoy the dumb, new type pink aura bullshit. I kind of dig that shit.
Is anyone who doesn't?
Losers.
Because, I mean,
losers who don't like Double Zeta.
Doesn't feel like a hot take.
Losers who don't like Double Zeta Gundam, probably. I don't fucking know.
I feel like people who don't like Double Zeta are kind of gone now.
I'm sure they still exist. They're just hiding in their caves now. There's more people like it nowadays.
Now that more stuff's come out, they're like, oh, I guess we did get... Oh, I guess... I had a good at... Yeah. Well, it's not age.
I mean, that's why they cracked back into UC, because everything they were making that wasn't UC was just like, oh god,
Oh, right, you might like this. So, you know Wooly, right?
Yes.
He posted a tweet that was like a quote from Xbox, like the official Xbox thing, that was like, we respect Gundam Seed in this house. And then it was just a picture of him throwing this a new Xbox to the trash.
I remember Wooly, as a joke, did like a post where he was like, Gundam Seed's actually fine. And it was like a whole joke where he was pretending like he was kidnapped or something. And everyone was like, Wooly, are you okay? Wooly, blink if you could.
But then it also comes up with a follow-up of just a picture of Flay, and Seed was okay in quotations.
Oh yeah, like he was. Yeah, I saw that where it was like he had been kidnapped or forced to say.
Good old Flay. Good old. I'm going to have sex with you to guilt trip you into genocide, Flay.
Good old racism.
I mean, they are technically space noids, so I'm not saying Flay was right.
I mean, they're all shit.
I'm not saying Flay was right, because she did have sex with one of those filthy space noids, but, you know...
I'm sorry, but in this series, don't forget. I'm sorry, but in that series, don't forget, Jesus is a space noid.
Yeah, we should have put him on a goddamn cross.
No, he's too cool and strong. He can never be defeated. And the one time he was beaten, it wasn't real because he just wasn't at full power.
I actually said this to someone. People always say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. But I get the impression they'd really look down on you feeding Christians to a bunch of lions if you went to Rome and did that. I mean, what if I just wanted to stab the leader right in fucking daylight, you know? I bet they'd be angry about that. It's like, well, I'm just doing what the Romans did. Assholes.
Just sit there in the Colosseum going, "Where are the gladiators?"
I just sat there and it's like, you know, all of those gods in mythology, it's mine now. I renamed it. And now it's yours again, but it's mine. You see, this is mine. This is mine. That's mine.
Oh yeah, I gotta look at the special conditions for this.
But no, if you do that, they get mad. Bloody Romans.
They don't like it when their stuff is taken.
They're just not in the holiday spirit. Should give them smallpox blankets.
You know, I had a feeling that's where that was going.
I mean, say what you will, it did work. You can't fault the results.
I feel like I can.
Oh no, the action is deplorable, but it did work.
Okay, so Van needs to have 20 kills by the end of this map. I hope he's there. I'm gonna find out after the cutscene. I'm gonna look at where he's at. Worst case, I'll have him try to tank a bunch of shit.
Easy enough. Plus, if you give him enough extra charge, you can just give him multi-action.
Yeah. Bebop is busted. AKA, we're not gonna use Bebop.
Well, maybe if it had guns.
It's true. It's its own fault.
Yeah. It's Spike's fault being a cheap fuck.
Yeah, he should have strapped at least a Vulcan to it. Like, come on, at least a Vulcan.
You should have got a wave motion gun.
Yeah, come on. Where's your wave motion gun, huh? Bloody Bebop. Fucking.
Now the Bebop's in the trash! Where it belongs!
Where's my fucking Yamato?
Yamato! That is what you seek! Always gonna get Devil May Cry reference in.
Fucking
man. I need to get my fucking friend to actually... Because he played through 1, and it's like, okay, now play the really good one. I'll do it later. No, do it now, you bitch. Do it! Because I want him to get to 4. Because 4's got so many great...
Oh, he's at 22 kills. He's sitting pretty. He's good.
Good job, man. You can rest now.
Alright,
See you, Space Cowboy.
Let's just make sure everybody... I'm just checking everything with my secret scenario stuff. Defeat 2 enemies each with Guy and Judo. Okay. That's not hard. Any allied pilot must shoot down at least 3 in a single turn during the enemy phase. So let me just throw the tornado really far up.
Yep.
Go ahead! Take a shot at it! Idiots! Because my tornado's already pretty stacked up, upgrade-wise. I mean, she's almost at 50 kills already.
Yeah, that happens. You have to remember, the protagonist is kind of like why it's always a smart idea in JRPGs to always buff up the protagonist more than anyone else. It's because they're the only real characters you guarantee are going to be in basically every fight, or will be in pretty much every fight.
There's like 3 fights in V that you don't have the protagonist. Like, I think 3 total.
But it's like they're there for the vast majority of them.
Yeah.
So, and they're the only characters, I said, you can realistically justify and say, yeah. So.
Yeah, I can't. Because I remember the second and or third battle, the Vongray wasn't used, and then you don't get her for part of like 1 or 2 fights, but then you get her in a second. And then there's the one, of course, where you start off with the Vongray, and then you switch over to whatever you selected. For me, the Grand Vang. But I know in this one it's just one thing, but honestly I kind of like the Tornado more, because it's got more animations and shit, and just kind of overall just cooler because of that. Because it's got more things it can do. Oh. They didn't shoot at the Tornado, that's a fucking shame.
What a shame.
Well, I can fix that. Tornado, go even further into enemy lines.
Oh yeah, have you finished DMC 5 yet?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Man, you're sure as dead weight though.
Fuck you call me?
I fucking love that he's still butt mad about it. Also, I am glad he gets bitch slapped at the end. Junior's getting a little bit too big for his boots by the end there, I felt. It's like, yeah, you beat Virgil, but come on, I've done that like 12 times now. Oh.
See, it's not Nero's fault that Dante can sleep for like a week and then come back with new demon powers.
Well, I mean, it was probably the best moment in the game of the... Oh, I guess there was... Oh, I guess him getting stabbed by the sword is actually a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Saiyan did.
I do like how he's like, wait a minute, hold on. So, Yamato did that for Virgil. What would the Rebellion do?
I mean, to be fair, for like multiple games they've hyped up Yamato's stupid bullshit and could do lots of things, and to the point you were like, man, Sparta must have hated Dante that he gave Virgil the sword that can create portals out of nowhere and do Judgment Cut and all of this shit, all of this crazy shit, and like, also was like the key to sealing off demon worlds and stuff. And meanwhile, Rebellion, it's a sword. It's pretty cool though, but it's just the sword. And then, oh no, it actually had a use. Thanks. I guess you're not a complete... Man, we joke about Virgil being a deadbeat dad. What about Sparta? He's not even dead, as far as we know.
You know you're right. Virgil
Nothing
took after his dad.
That's the baffling thing, is that they've hard confirmed, yeah, Eva, like, his mother's dead. Eva.
Yeah.
But, like... They haven't confirmed what happened to Sparta. They just say, yeah, he woke up to justice 2,000 years ago. And it's like, okay, what happened between then? Well, there was sort of something with a priestess in a tower, but you know. And I guess he went and accidentally founded a cult, but you know, as happens. So that does mean, I do like that sort of that basically what happens in the opening of 4 is Jesus just breaks through a church window and shoots the Pope in the face.
You're right. You're right, that is pretty much what happens if you think about it.
So, you know. But yeah, they never talk about what's actually happened to Sparta. So you're like, is he dead? But I feel like they'd probably mentioned that he's dead. So where is he?
Maybe in a future game.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Because they waited they hinted at, but they never like directly said until this game that Virgil is Nero's dad.
It was pretty hinted though.
Oh,
like the fact he had the whole thing of, man, the Yamato has like weird things connected to him. That's bizarre, and also how bizarre, and also his devil stuff is blue, like Virgil. How bizarre! Oh yeah,
no, they were hinting at it, but they never like hard confirmed it until.
And also his stando from DMC4 literally has got Virgil's devil trigger arm sheath thing. So. Like they say they didn't confirm it, but it felt pretty confirmed.
I'm saying they didn't like hard confirm it.
The fact that Dante wasn't like, oh hey, oh shit, oh man, I need to wear a condom. And instead he's like, what is sex? Dante is in the same place as Chris Redfield, where I don't think he actually believes in sex. It's made up. It's fake news.
Bloodline, Claire. You must continue the bloodline. But brother, I'm asexual. Well, I was never taught what sex is, Claire! I don't know how to do it! I didn't pay attention in class!
Well, I'm a wolf now.
What?
God damn it.
I'm Wolfkin, Claire! I'm Wolfkin! Oh my god, my brother's a furry.
On the one hand, I'm kind of hoping that is the real RE8, but it would also be bad. But I hope so. You know what I fucking hope? You remember Ninja Gaiden 2?
Yes.
Remember Wolf?
I knew this is where this is going.
I want Chris to just rock up and be like, oh, by the way, I'm a four-armed wolf guy with a giant scythe now.
Call me Wolf.
Wolf? What is the...
Wolf.
It's like wolf, but with a V.
Battle Ball.
Oh. Also, because Beowulf is taken.
Battle Ball.
Damn it, Wolf. I remember why I was thinking of Wolf today.
Battle Ball.
Oh, that was it, because I watched a channel I like do something on Cobain, and one of the final bosses is a wolf man, is a big wolf man who looks a lot like Wolf, but with only two arms, like a peasant.
Correct.
Imagine only having two arms and no scythe.
Right? Fucking peasant. Who let him in here? This fucking two-armed freak.
Man. I still say the saddest thing about Minecraft Steve getting into Smash was that Travis Touchdown was confirmed to not be in as well.
I think the saddest part, the second saddest part was how, like, Sakurai just looks so dead inside.
I mean...
Like, all the other ones he was pretty excited for, and then he got to this one, he's like... Yeah.
I really don't understand, like, why, I actually can't work out.
Well, before he was saying he didn't want him in, like back, way before Steve got announced, he was saying I don't want him in the game. So he played with that strong arm.
I can't really work out why Travis Touchdown isn't in, because it's like,
I don't know.
I mean, it's not first party, because, you know,
I feel Dante would probably get in before him in terms of that kind of character. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
the action, you know, the character action game character.
Yeah, but outside of like outside of like the one remaster of 1 that came out, every No More Heroes game has been on Switch, and more importantly, No More Heroes 3 comes out on Switch next year.
Actually, DMC 1 through 5 is all on Switch now, if I recall.
No, 1 through 3 are on Switch.
Oh yeah, no, I thought 5 had a Switch version.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think 4. I'm pretty sure 4 doesn't either. I'm pretty sure it is just the 1 through 3 with the 3.
Oh, that reminds me, since I've played 5 now, so everyone made a beef. So you remember the thing that was going around with the censorship with it? Maybe the game got patched, but the only part I saw that was the one lady scene. Like, Trish's ass is out there.
I mean, that I'm guessing you mean the scene where she's like, oh, take off like towel now.
Yeah, where they both do that.
I'm pretty sure that's like censored anyway, no matter what version.
Yeah, because people were saying like, look how Sony censored it, and I was playing this, I was like, because I remember someone did an edit of the Trish scene, because that's what it was, as I learned from playing it. They did like an edit where they made it look like her butt was being covered by light, like the way that Lady was. But like Trish, you can just see her ass. It's just there.
Just because she's not your mummy, V.
Not your mummy, V.
It's just like, okay. Feels oddly sexual.
Would you stop being so direct?
And V's like, no, you're not my mummy. You're here. You know that meme of I'm gonna prank Dad when he gets home from the store?
Yeah.
That's basically how I think Dante and Virgil were like with Sparta. We're gonna prank Dad when he gets home from the store. Day 1, day 3, day 874.
No, you're probably right.
He just rocks up and somebody's like, hi sons. Where have you been, Dad? I went to get milk. Been gone for 30 years. Oh, I mean, your human tongue doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, I must admit.
Like, he comes back in the store, they're in a senior citizen home, like, fighting in wheelchairs, like, I'm home, son! Whoa, where's Mom? Wait, what happened to you guys? You got old.
Sorry, I I went to an alternate universe where a version of me was really into cock and ball torture.
Cock and ball torture.
It's basically what happens in DMC. Like in that version, they're like, oh yeah, Sparta is in prison forever, and you're like, huh, so surely that would be like part of their life goal would be, let's rescue Sparta. No.
You're looking for a good story in that game? That's funny, that's cute.
Would that even be a good story of, yeah, your father's in bondage now?
Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like something that's basic, like a tangible goal or something.
I mean, why do that when you can literally just do the Slurm Queen from fucking Futurama? Yeah, you could not. They literally did that.
No, I know they did!
It has even the best pre-boss banter, Dan, of Dante and the boss screaming, fuck you at each other.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! And I'm like, man, really makes you, man.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It makes Flock Off Featherface feel like fucking Shakespeare.
It can be Flock Off Featherface is fucking great.
Oh, it is, but it is dumb meme stuff.
Oh, it is.
I love it.
But it's so Dante, you know? Like so Dante, Nero, Devil May Cry, you know. Well, actually, Nero just says motherfucker. He just cusses.
So does Dante in this. That's why I was kind of like, when I played DMC5 for the first time, I was like, Dante! Language! You can't say that, that's a no-no word.
he's getting oh no! Lady
Nero's
taught him how to swear!
Nero's a terrible No, I'm pretty sure it's Nero. I think Nero is the only character, was the first character to swear. He's just a bad influence on impressionable Dante.
Dante, rein in your son!
Nephew. I mean, also, it is Nero's fault for not looking at Dante and being like, huh, that guy has white hair like me, and crazy weird demon powers like me, and he has sword skills and superhuman abilities like me. Nah, I don't get it. I don't see anything. I don't see the connection. It's like... It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid on his part to not at least question, are you my dad? And Dante to go, you wish.
I can't believe, you know, as an aside, I still like how they decided to give a map sprite to those, the little junky robots that were in Gunbuster. You know, the literal, like, probably one of the worst robots that I can think of.
That's because they're sort of in.
Huh?
That's because they also have, like, they are units.
In this game?
Yeah, because Young has one.
Oh, she's recruitable?
Yes.
Oh. I mean, I think she's cool, but I'm just like, what is her robot going to do?
I mean, not a whole lot, but
there
it's because then it's so they don't have just one unit from Gunbuster, so that people don't go, why didn't you put in this unit from Gunbuster?
Ah, here he is, your boy. I won't lie, it was pretty hyped when I first saw this because the music and the intro and the introduction, it's so good. Listen, I'm a sucker for big hero entrances.
It's been authorized by Dan Green.
I
don't remember who voices Guy in the dub.
But yeah,
I only really remember that Dan Green and a whole bunch of other like 4Kids VAs are in the dub. Like Veronica Taylor is Mamoru, I think.
Also, I love how Rami is a giant fan of his.
I mean, we're all giant fans of Guy. Literally everyone is like, you are the shit, man. And he's like, no, everyone is the shit. Because he's a nice guy.
I see what you did there.
Yes.
But yeah,
I mean,
Guy is cool. I love him.
I mean, he does solve all of his problems with a hammer.
It's true.
And when he can't solve them with a hammer, he fucking rips their heart out.
It's true.
Hell in Heaven is such a bafflingly vicious attack.
It really is.
But compared to the rest of the show, and it's like, no, I'm gonna fucking rip through your body and take out your heart and crush it. Like,
you know?
It's even funnier when he does it on Gundams, and it's like, yeah, he's just ripping them out of the fucking cockpits there.
Yeah. I do think it's funny though that like the contrast of how we typically are. Your favorite like mecha protagonist, I think, is Guy, right?
Probably.
And mine is fucking Ryoma, the psychopath.
Yours is Armageddon Ryoma, to be fair.
Yes.
Because original anime Ryoma is
Jock McSports.
Hi, my name is Ryoma, and I like the sports. Versus hi, my name is Ryoma. I like murder.
Yeah. OG Ryoma is just hello. I like sport.
I like deadliest sport. I like killing. But Armageddon Ryoma is that guy where it's like, yeah, he killed the professor. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he probably did. And it's like, what the fuck? What did I ever do to deserve this? And it's just like a flashback to it. It's literally the fucking Quimby. That's what happened during Ryoma's trial.
Well, yeah, we've been joking about that for ages, where he just starts threatening the judge and jury.
Mr. Nagara, you wouldn't... Now, come on, Mr. Nagara, you wouldn't kill Professor over something as silly as pronunciation of Geta. It's Geta! Geta! I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you! Especially those of you in the jury! 100% canon Ryoma.
But yeah, he's my favorite, with probably my second favorite mecha pilot maybe being, I think maybe like Domon or like Bit Cloud. So like all my favorites are just assholes.
I think my second favorite might be.
Which is funny because Bit Cloud's not even really a good pilot. The Liger Zero does most of the work for him.
Well, you know. My one might actually be Hero, but just because he's such an asshole. Hero Yui.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, it might be Shiro. It might be Shiro. From MS Team.
Oh yeah. I also actually, to be fair, I also like Noriko a lot. Though I don't have her in this game yet. And obviously I like Judo a lot, considering every time he's on, I'm just like, man, I fucking love this character.
Yeah, I didn't like him because he's from Space Jersey.
Listen, some people are more relatable than others. I love, though, the memes, speaking of, like, Space Jersey, the Yarzan memes, where it's, like, the Chad Yarzan because he didn't fucking die.
No, he got away with it. He lived. Even though he killed most of the core cast, he lived.
Yep.
It's like, it's baffling of all the people that Tomino was like, yeah, they need to die, Yarzan lives. And still lives, even through Double Zeta. Where you think, yeah, he'll probably like get shot by Judo or something. No, he just lived. He just goes home, becomes the family man.
He got the ending he totally did not deserve.
Meanwhile, with Camille, he's fucking brain dead.
He gets better.
Only in the movie.
No, he does get better in ZZ.
Yeah,
like towards the end of ZZ, he gets better. I can't believe they let me use Heaven and Hell as my opening attack. I'm okay with this.
I mean, it's because you ain't got the hammer yet.
But I mean, like, they gave me enough EN and focus to do it right away.
When you have a Goldion hammer, all of your problems look like a Goldion nail.
I mean, you're right.
Oh
look, he just ripped his heart out.
Yeah, he just does that, and it's like it's one thing on when it's doing on the Zondas.
Well, you know, like the thing I just blew up.
Bearing in mind, and it's not, and the sad thing is, it's not in this game. But the basic Zonda, the first like Zonda fought in the series is literally designed to look like either Unit 1.
Damn shame it's not in here.
The first enemy of Gaogaigar is basically either Unit 1 getting its heart ripped out by an angry lion mech.
Oh, as a dumb aside, I forgot Anno has been pissed off about Patlabar for years because Gunbuster got delayed. Production got delayed because of Patlabar.
Gunbuster? You mean Gundam?
No, Gunbuster.
Oh, no, sorry.
Anno, sorry. Not Tomino.
I mean... Patlabar, or Patlabar, how you know, probably has a Well, it was probably a safer bet, 'cause that's a manga, isn't it, as well? Before it was
I don't know if it was a manga. I know it was a collaborative creation.
I think it was like a manga. I think it was like a manga of some sort, and then it got adapted. So I can see why they'd be all, yeah, let's like publish this. What is something that already has a fan base. Let's push that out the door.
But I remember he was mad because he thought it was boring because the first fight it just kind of ends.
I mean, you could argue Gunbuster's boring because the first fight doesn't happen until like 4 episodes in.
Yeah, I love Gunbuster, but yeah, when I read that, I was like, Anna, really? Like, the Gunbuster takes forever to show up, and it never really gets a true fight.
It gets its one fight scene where it goes on a mass killing spree, which is, really cool for the 5 minutes, and then that's kind of it.
Yeah, it never really gets an actual fight.
So, but I also mean the fact that it's not even the fact that it takes that long to get the Gunbuster itself, but it's not like any of the sequences before the Gunbuster appearance are like especially invigorating, and I love Gunbuster. But
yeah, same.
I can't say, man, that show's so dull. Meanwhile, in Snoozeville,
honestly, I kinda like the movie version of Gunbuster because it cuts out a lot of the shit that I just don't care about. If I'm gonna be honest.
Well, the characters go, yeah, we're building this thing. It's gonna be cool. We'll build it eventually. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Oh lordy, it's coming.
Because you could be like, oh, but they rarely even fight in Patlabar. I'm like, well, the point isn't really the mech isn't really the star of the show.
It's a police procedural, but with robots.
Yeah, it's like one of the most real mechas of real mecha. Like, because we had that conversation before where, like, there was, like, 2 series that we could see that actually feel the most real, which were that and Votoms, if I remember.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one. My knowledge of Sakura Wars is a little rusty, so I can't really vouch for or against it.
Does Sakura Wars have mechs in?
Yes, they're shorter. They're actually similar to Votoms, but they're steam powered.
I don't think I've ever actually seen anything
what was
about
that?
I didn't hear anything. I mean, I heard something, but I don't know what it was. Nothing on my end. Dan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh. Is this a house invasion?
1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I just want to figure out what that was. That was loud.
Oh great, I've been left here on my own. Can't be trusted on my own. Meanwhile, Dan's getting home invasion. Well, at least it'll be good content when he gets killed live. Well, live. Oh, but if he dies, he's going to edit the video. I have to get Sabo to go over and break into his already broken into house and steal his computer, so he can get the recording to post on the internet. That seems like the reasonable thing to do. I mean, I assume this will get cut, so I don't really have to keep talking, but I'll try. Yeah, Gaogaigar is a fun show. It's a pretty good way to get. I think it's a pretty good way to get into mecha, just because it's pretty iconic designs. It's the kind of thing where so much sort of modern day stuff has references or allusions to it that you wouldn't feel lost watching it. Because I know even like Western mecha series has done stuff that's like Voltron, the Legendary Defender. I mean, possibly, I don't know if it's directly, but like the fact you see like the shot of like the lion mech like going into the boot, or like equipping the leg like a boot, which is basically the combination sequence from Gii.
I am back.
What was the noise?
I have no idea. I walked around the house. I even poked my head outside. I didn't see anything. My guess is maybe because there is a road not too far away from here. Maybe there was a car accident or something, or like a small like. Because that was loud, but it wasn't that loud. So maybe it was like, like someone tailgated somebody or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Well, I assume all of the time of me being on my own will be cut. So
Yeah.
I'll just say that I do think Gaogaigar is probably a good series for people to try and get into mecha. For no other reason than it's that show which has basically so many references to it in modern day stuff that like you won't really feel that lot. There's so much of the I know what that is in it now,
Right.
sort of retroactively. Because I even said things like Voltron the Legendary Defender as a reference to it, even if I'm not 100% sure they knew they were doing it. Which is having stuff like the shot of like the leg going into the boot, you know, the one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see that shot used a lot.
Yeah, it had a big influence on a lot of giant robot stuff.
It's because it's literally designed as the anti-Eva.
Yeah, because Eva kind of So
Eva,
we're gonna be shitting on Anno here. I fucking don't like Eva at all.
I mean, that's fine. I don't think Arno likes it.
Because, like, I don't know.
Is it shitting on someone if you say I don't really care for your work, but I don't dislike you as a person? It's like,
yeah, no, I like as a person, and like in terms of his work, like I do like Gunbuster. It's flawed, but I do really like it. And Gunbuster itself is a cool robot. I like let's see here. I like Nadia. Like Nadia, I really like. But Eva itself definitely probably was hit by I know there was the budget thing for the ending, we joked about that last time, and B, it was also hurt by the fact that he was going through a depression period and was just kind of doing what he felt like doing.
No, let's be honest. The biggest flaw of Evangelion is popularity.
That's
I don't mean that in the sense of it's popular, so I'm going to be a hipster about it sucking. But the problem is that because Evangelion is so popular and so influential and so sort of referenced and held in acclaim, is that it definitely can like poison people again. It can like create the issue. It's like, yeah, does it live up to that hype? Because
kind of like with me and whatchamajig. It's kind of like with me and Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different because Gurren Lagann had like a very specific kind of people. It wasn't, or very kind of specific influence, unlike the group of people that we have a lot more direct. I think the better way to think of it is Gurren Lagann is different because Gurren Lagann, his popularity is more kind of because of like internet meme shit, right?
Right.
I don't mean that in the sense of haha funny memes, but it's like, you know, like things like YouTube and Twitter and all the sort of social media. It was
a lot of people's my first super robot.
Versus Evangelion, which had a profound cultural impact, and it's that kind of thing where it's so big and popular that it's like. It definitely has the detriment to itself because, and I'm not going to say it doesn't like cause people to go mad. Eva sucks because it's popular because, you know, contrarianism is the thing.
I mean, we literally were just making fun of I hate everything a minute ago, and that's pretty much its whole shtick.
And yeah, it fosters a lot of things. It fosters a lot of elements and things that are worthy of like discussion, I guess, or debate. And I definitely think it's too big for what it actually is, which, if it wasn't as groundbreakingly, amazingly popular and as influential and widespread as it was, I feel like we wouldn't really have any... You wouldn't hate it.
I'd probably...
No, because
I would probably either... I can't say like I totally like it. I would probably just be like,
well, I think you'd be more indifferent to it because you just say, yeah, it was an experiment. Yeah, it was a weird experimental show and whatever. But because it is held up in such high acclaim as all of this, it makes it so the flaws are a lot. I did hear one interesting method of talk about it. It was in regards to like Anthem, which like you could get away with stupid jank bullshit in things like Warframe or Genshin Impact or things like that because it's free. Because those games are ultimately free. Like they're free to play. They might have insidious payment modules, but to actually play and enjoy the game itself is free. So issues with those games are more easily forgiven, whereas things like Anthem or Destiny or whatever, games where you have to pay like the full price
No, I get you
per
saying,
game,
yeah.
and then they feel unfinished. So I think it might be a case of, if Evangelion wasn't as hugely popular as it was, it'd be a lot easier to forgive the things that you don't care for or dislike about it. But because it's held in such high acclaim, it makes those flaws seem a lot more obvious and glaring. At least that's how I view it.
No, you're probably nailing the head with why I'm not like super big on
By
it.
the same token, because it's so big and popular, it for some people makes it, well, it can't ignore those flaws. Which, at the end of the day, I don't hate the series. I enjoy Evangelion for what it is, but I don't really...
I don't really enjoy Evangelion. Even before, like, I realized how popular it was, I remember just, like, checking it out. I just can't get into it. I respect the creator for a lot of times where he's just like, yeah, I didn't really have a plan here. I was just doing this off the seat of my pants. There was no plan.
But yeah, so it's that kind of thing. Eva is... well, at the end of the day, the one thing you have to recognise about Eva is it did literally change the industry. And to an extent, an entire culture of Japan.
Yeah.
Like, it is very kind of... It is almost equivalent to, like, the Star Wars, more so than Gundam is, of like, anime.
I feel like Gundam is still the Star Wars.
Like, Gundam is the Star Wars in terms of thematics, but I say Evangelion is it in terms of, like, the sheer impact it actually did have.
What do you mean?
Like, in terms of... Like, before Star Wars was, like, kind of the first sort of major mega franchise concept for films. Like, before that, it was, there wasn't things like the full cross-promotion in toys, everything else that went into Star Wars and the whole lore and stuff. Like, sort of modern blockbusters are basically all for aping off of the sort of Star Wars formula, if you will. And I think that's kind of the same deal with Evangelion, even though, like, Gundam is fundamentally a Star Wars clone.
It was also a toy commercial.
Which, you can argue every Star Wars post the first one is a toy commercial.
Yeah.
And the only reason you can say it's not the first one is because they didn't actually have the fucking toys to sell when that movie came out.
You can definitely say that, and even if you want to argue 2 isn't, 3 definitely was.
I don't think
the third movie, not like 3 as in number 3.
Yeah, I know which one you meant. Jedi. But, like, yeah, so I think Evangelion is, like, more equivalent to the Star Wars of anime in that it had such a profound impact that it went beyond just kind of being...
Do you mean because of, like, the sheer amount of merchandise that came out with it?
The sheer amount of merchandising and also, like, the sheer amount it did have a significant enough change on the industry.
But what did it change exactly? Just because I don't really know.
Well, it created entire character archetypes. Like, literally, after Rey, every show has a Rey equivalent.
Oh, the quiet, emotionless girl,
who's also petite and usually has white or light or very kind of like silvery hair, like that.
Or blue,
that
because she has blue.
Yeah, but it's like that kind of very sort of like faded color. But yeah, the Rey archetype is in so much stuff, and Asuka wasn't the first tsundere, but she was probably one of the most ones who's pushed the abrasiveness as far as she did.
I think the first one was is like noted to be I'm forgetting her name. I feel like a jackass forgetting her name from Mazinger Z. Sayaka.
Yeah.
Because she was tsundere in the original show. As time has gone on, she's become more... what's the word? She's just become more cheery. She doesn't really have that abrasive edge to her that she did back in the original.
She lost the sun, she became the dairy.
Yeah.
I believe it's that way around.
Yeah, because she doesn't really have that, like, feisty nature to her. And, like in anything after the original series, she doesn't really have that kind of, like, feisty nature to her where she was constantly fighting with Toji.
Yeah, but I'd also probably argue that, like, Eva is probably also the progenitor of stuff like
But I could see that because Asuka did kind of start because like that era is when like tsundere characters were super popular.
Yes.
Because tsunderes were always around, but like that period of the 90s, like tsundere the tsundere archetype was super common.
But
Like,
plus also, like, you can argue it's the progenitor of, like, modern-day waifuisms. Because, well, it sort of existed...
Actually, the character that gets attributed to that is a Gundam character. Can you guess which one?
I'm gonna say Lala.
No. Sayla.
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of people were really hot for Sayla back in the day.
Well, maybe if she did anything.
I mean, they were. That's the thing.
But I just mean
apparently she's the one that most people contribute to waifuism, and Tomino is aware of this, and he fucking hates it.
Probably explains why she's literally never in anything.
Possibly.
Isn't she in CCA for like 5 seconds?
I don't even think she makes a cameo in CCA, or at least I blinked and I missed it when I watched it recently.
So yeah, basically. So I think she has like one. I thought she had like one like very brief cameo where she's like, "For fuck's sake, Shah." Or Catball, whatever.
No, I don't remember it. I could be wrong.
But I just mean like
I literally could have blinked and missed it.
I don't even mean like the concept of waifus, because I'm pretty sure it even exists beyond Sailor. But I just mean in the sense of the way it's presented.
Oh, you mean where the company like takes advantage of that and sells into it, where that's now like a common thing. Like, like if you were a fan of a popular series, who's your favorite girl? You can probably get merch of her, unless it's Fire Emblem. Funny enough. Unless your popular character, unless the one that you want is like Edelgard, if it's three houses. They don't really make a whole lot of Fire Emblem merchandise.
Well,
they've only recently started dipping into it.
Well, they'll get some amiibo. They'll get a Byleth amiibo soon.
Only the male. Only the male's getting it.
Well, I just feel like doesn't Lucina have like a bunch of shit?
Lucina has an amiibo and a Figma. Oh, and the plush toys. Yeah, like official one. Actually, there's more plush toy merch because they have plushes of Marth, Roy, Ike, female Corrin, and Lucina.
But yeah.
Oh wait, there is a figure of Tharja and Cordelia, like those expensive fucking ones.
Yeah, I get that.
There is one of those two from Awakening.
But yeah, so all this to say, Eva had like this huge impact, and it's like it can't get it's never good.
I see what you mean, like in terms of merchandising and shit. That makes sense.
And like you can't get away from that. It's as I said, it's so popular it kind of hurts itself to people who are like, what is this Evangelion thing that people talk about like it's a religious experience? And you know, for a lot of people, it helps that Eva was just like this bizarre series that they didn't really sort of get or whatever. And hey, in the West, it has another impact, and it's a lot of people's first show.
It's a lot of people's first, like, quote-unquote mature show.
I'll say adult show.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. This is that's why like, a lot of people, like, even I used to joke that it's my first adult anime. Because that's what it kind of is.
Yes.
Kind of like how Attack on Titan is that nowadays.
Ah, yes.
Attack on Titan is this generation's version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Though, if I'm going to be honest with you, Eva is a better show than Attack on Titan is.
It probably helped by the fact that Eva has like a pretty definitive ending, whereas Attack on Titan is still going. So, but I mean, like Evangelion didn't have like the opportunity to outstay its welcome originally, only sort of after the fact.
Right. Because it had its ending, then it had its movie, and then it was gone, and then the rebuild happened later.
Yeah.
Like a good portion later.
versus Attack on Titan, where it's like every 2 years is a new season. And I know even by season 2, people were upset because the animation quality has dropped.
That's what happened to. That's what happens to a lot of shows. That happened to One Punch Man as well.
Because why is it you make one because you make one season that hooks people in, and then you bank off the fact that they're hooked in so that you don't have to put as nearly as much effort into later seasons. Because it's the exact same problem that The Walking Dead had, and I say this having never watched an episode of Walking Dead in my life. But I know that had they made it for like X amount of money and then said, you know what, for season 2, make it bigger but also cost less.
And then when you can't do that, they will just cancel you. Hi, DuckTales, how you doing? Oh yeah, the new DuckTales didn't get renewed for another season.
I thought people liked that show.
They do.
It wasn't being watched.
Huh? Oh no, it was. It just didn't get renewed for another season.
I mean, I'm still mad about the Venture Brothers not getting renewed.
Yeah.
Even before, when it was like took 4 years between seasons. At least there was hope. But now there's no hope. Our questions will be left unanswered. Meanwhile, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, you're gonna have it for like 3 decades! Ah! Actually, probably just a decade. If I'm going to be honest with you, that has nothing to do with my opinion of the show. It's just what I expect. I only like the first season, if I'm going to be honest.
I think there'll be spin-offs.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they'll Family Guy it.
Oh, they might. I got a feeling it's going to last a good while. I hope it doesn't last as long as Aqua Teen Hunger Force, because nothing should ever last as long as that show, except for that show.
I mean,
that show was just a shitpost, so it's fine.
Yeah, but it was also made like fuck all budget, wasn't it?
Yeah, still more of a budget than 12 Ounce Mouse. 12 Ounce Mouse is a show I could make. That's not a compliment for 12 Ounce Mouse.
What the hell programs is Disney running then if they're cancelling? Like if DuckTales got cancelled, and I mean, I don't know if any of their superhero stuff's doing any good now.
I don't know. Honestly, they could have canceled it because they're having money problems, and because of the parks, it could be literally why.
Yeah, well, they need to find some way to recoup those losses. And maybe asking people to like pay $30 to watch a movie on Disney Plus probably isn't enough, especially when that movie has real bad word of mouth.
Yeah, it was not good, from what I understand. I wasn't going to watch it regardless, because I don't... There's only one, and I thought about this, there's only one live-action remake that Disney ever did that I liked, and it was the first Dalmatians one.
Fair.
I actually really like that film.
You always forget that one exists.
Yeah, it was back when we were kids, actually.
Yeah,
because it had that, and then there was that really weird sequel with Oddball.
Oh right, when they also had the parrot voiced by oh fuck, who was it? It was one of the Pythons. I can't remember which Python it was that voiced the parrot, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, dumb aside.
That was also when like
real quick, sorry. We'll go back to this topic in a second. But I keep forgetting to bring this up, and I've been wanting to bring this up since I first used Domon in this fight. So I decided today to look through exactly where, because all of these get copyright claim, like they can post it, but there's like an ad from because I don't own it. And I was like, I wonder what song it is, and I went through each one of the ones that's copyright claimed, and it's always Domon's theme. It's only Domon's theme. Domon's theme is the only one that triggers it. Except for one episode it didn't trigger for some reason.
Weird. Maybe we were like talking over it enough that it didn't get like through.
Right. Anyway, back to the original one. I just wanted to bring that up.
I was just gonna say that like the 90s had like weird surgence of making live action movies for cartoons.
Yeah, there was a bit of that.
You had there was a Richie Rich movie, there was a Casper the Friendly Ghost movie. There was a lot of Casper movies, actually.
Can I keep you?
I mean, Casper the Rapey Ghost.
Can I No, no, I'm not going there. No, 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 no.
I mean, I said there was lots, and now, I mean, 101 Dalmatians, which was an animated movie.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something else, and I'm just not thinking. Oh, He-Man.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen him since I was younger, but I actually preferred the live action over the animation of the Dalmatians movie, which is rare for me to prefer live action over animation.
There was the He-Man movie, which probably counts more as the 80s.
Yeah, that was in the 80s.
But it's still like that era was the, hey, let's do movies.
Don't forget, Rocky and Bullwinkle came out like in the early 2000s.
Oh god, I forgot about Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I won't let people forget about it.
Space Jam also sort of counts.
Space Jam, kinda. It was more of like a spiritual successor-ish to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Sort.
That's why I said ish.
Yeah. I feel like there was some other stuff that I'm just misremembering now.
It happens.
But yeah, there was like a weird resurgence of that's been kind of that.
That like died out and now it's kind of again happening. But it's more because Disney's out of ideas.
It's more like an actual push by Disney just to do it versus like say a multi
Right, like somebody. It feels like somebody wanted to do the original Dalmatians live action.
Oh, of course I'm forgetting one. The Scooby-Doo movies, which are admittedly like early 2000s, but it's still like in that that time frame where they were doing it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But yeah, it's just like, and I guess nowadays we don't really know what the trend is because films have been cancelled for a whole year.
Yeah, I have no idea what the trend's going to be when, this kind of comes back.
It is kind of interesting that superhero movies have not necessarily died naturally, but they have been forcibly killed.
Yeah.
By disease.
Hey, I just want to say, for the first time, all it took was a pandemic. For the first time ever, the highest-rated superhero movie wasn't a Marvel movie. It's fucking fun.
Yeah, well. Actually, Black Widow came out, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Nobody cared about it.
I mean, I've never heard anyone talk about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just came and went. Let me just double-check real quick.
Which I definitely remember the talks about Mulan.
Yeah.
Because, West Taiwan got pissed off about it.
Let me look real quick.
But who cares what West Taiwan says? They're not even a real country. It's just West Taiwan. I might get you in trouble for saying that now.
I'm not part of Hololive, it's fine.
Nah, that was bullshit, though. The fact they didn't even say anything.
Oh, no, they pushed it back to next year.
Yeah, that does explain why we've heard literally nothing about it. But yeah, that was bullshit, though. From what I understand, they didn't even say the word Taiwan, and then they got fucking flagged. Because they just showed up, like, the analytics to say, oh look, we have people from these countries.
Yeah.
And Taiwan was one of them, and it's
and she got punished for that.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Goddamn West Taiwan. I do appreciate, though, that we've all decided to never refer to them as anything more than West Taiwan. That'll piss them off. That'll upset Winnie the Pooh. He'll just be sat there like, oh bother, I need some honey.
I'm going. Now I'm all grumbling and my tumbling. I'll kill them all.
Now I'm going to have to put some workers to death.
I'm going to have to put some workers to death because they called me Winnie the Pooh in a video with Gundams in it. I'm so mad. I'm still reeling over the fact that China doesn't have mainstakes in SNK anymore. Now it's Saudi Arabia.
It's just sat there like, I'm so mad we didn't actually buy Arno. I was promised we'd bought Arno.
Why didn't we buy Arno?
Man, imagine actually when you wake up to that and someone's like, yeah, I think we own you now. And he's like, what? I'm sorry, I'm rather high up, pig. What did you just say?
We own you now, Arno.
Make us an Evangelion.
Make us an Evangelion.
No.
Make a new
China.
Evangelion.
I mean, it's Taiwan. It's the West Taiwan, fuck. Or West Taiwan.
West Taiwan demands Evangelion.
I don't know why. I was having trouble not laughing while saying that in the stupid, terrible Winnie the Pooh impression.
If you want to hear something really...
Like, I was actually like... You know when you're saying something and you're trying not to laugh and you just start smiling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
If you want to hear something really fucked, so I played Overwatch again for like the first time in a few years because like a friend of mine wanted to play it, and we were playing it. We went on to like the Nepal map, and he called it Lijiang Tower, and I was like, "Oh no, you've been indoctrinated. You don't recognize it as anything other than China." So, my friend is indoctrinated into the Chinese propaganda that Tibet doesn't exist. Or Nepal. Nothing happened in Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square did not happen. It was fine. It was a lovely day. We had a picnic with honey.
Not that kind of honey.
I just want to smack her with honey.
God, do you remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out and they fucking had the pictures that the promo images included the fucking 100 Acre Wood, not even really a world, but like cutscene. And they put like fucking like Devil May Cry ass cheek to like away the ash of the poo, you know. Basically just like a beam of light obscuring Winnie the Pooh. It's like, come the fuck on.
I'm not here. There is no Pooh Bear.
Pay no attention to the bear behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the dictator behind the curtain.
God, I fucking hope he is like secretly a Winnie the Pooh doll that's been set from good to evil.
Like someone comes into the fucking Taiwan and just fucking like, oh, here's your problem, and they flick a switch on its back as,
oh, bother, have I been doing camps? Oh dear.
Oh, I guess everyone does have liberties. Oh no, oh dear, or bother.
Oh dear, oh bother.
This turned into make jokes about the leader of East Taiwan or West Taiwan. I don't fucking remember. My brain's running out. I'm too busy laughing.
Well, it's the so east. It's West Taiwan.
Okay, fine.
I mean, he brings it on himself. If you're so thin-skinned,
oh, he's an asshole. Oh, yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
You can't take it. Of all the things said about you, fucking Winnie the Pooh is a step too far, and it's like, you deserve it.
Oh, no, you kidding me? Fuck him. It's just so fucking funny. Of all the fucking things that pisses him off, it's calling him Winnie the goddamn Pooh.
How dare you?
I love that it was just a fucking picture of him with Obama.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that, where it's them walking, and then there's the picture next to it, not even Photoshop, of Tigger and Pooh, and they're in the same poses.
And that's the origin of this whole anti-Winnie the Pooh campaign. It is fucking hilarious, and it does sort of almost humanize the evil dictators in the sense that now you can appreciate they're also mad at internet trolls.
Oh dear.
God, is it bad? I literally said to someone that I feel like we need to have an internet race war. And I don't mean like in the sense that we need to like have like races fight each other, but we need to like purge the fucking normies. I'm sick of them using our lingo in real life.
I've come to terms with it.
They don't appreciate that we were there first.
I've come to terms with it. I had my moment of that, and I gave up. Like, no. I remember my moment of that first, and I started seeing Trollface throw pillows at the mall.
Never surrender, Dan. That's what they want. That's how you let the normies win. We must exterminate their filth until they go back to where they came from.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Here's the part where Guy corrects Oda, and then Oda waits for Guy to leave.
It should have just been as he says, "No, stupid." Guy just fucking kicks the door in. It's like, you say that to my face, Oda.
Like in the cutscene later, he's like, "Fucking Guy, making me look like a bitch in front of my cadets. God damn, I fucking hate that guy." Door opens up. "I'm sorry, how's it going, Oda?" Hey, Guy! How you doing? I just heard a lot of noise in here. I want to make sure you're okay. Everything's okay!
just go to going, I don't see what's so cool about him, and then smash cut to Gaogaigar fucking ripping the cockpit out of a Gundam and throwing the useless trash away. It's just like, I just like to imagine that Char's just like, the Sazabi is not, or the Nightingale is nigh invincible, and then just gets hell in heaven, and he's like, oh shit.
You know, as a dumb aside,
no! I
recently realized how fucking small Mazen Kaiser actually is. So I actually thought Mazen Kaiser was giant compared to like a Gundam, but like so the new Gundam is like 22 meters and Mazen Kaiser's 28.
Yeah,
I was actually surprised.
Well, probably surprised you. Shingetter's 50.
Oh no, I already looked that up. Shingetter's 55.
Yeah, it's like somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, Mazen, because, I mean, remember, like, original Mazen is only, like, 18.
Yeah.
Which is the same height. It's basically the same height as the RX-78 Gundam.
Yeah. I was actually really surprised by that for some reason. I just didn't, I just, for some reason, in my head, pictured them, like, towering over the Gundams. Nope. But they don't.
It's like, Gaogaigar is, like, playing 30? I think it's like, it's either 30 or 35.
But Shingetter being like as giant as it is does not surprise me.
Mm.
Of course, the Gunbuster is a fucking behemoth.
It's like 200, isn't it?
It's something ridiculous.
But it's fine because Getter Emperor exists.
Which is
Have you seen that Getter Emperor figure?
No.
Oh, I have to show that to you at some point. Because it's pretty cool looking.
But, yeah, basically, while we were talking, that played the scene out, the one of, Guy being like, no, that was bravery, what she did there was brave. No, it's just recklessness. No, it was brave. It's literally what I do.
Recklessness, Dante, recklessness.
Dante! Do you like my chair? I got it at the dollar store. Dollar store's where the true power lies.
Give me that chair. Well, if you want it, then you'll have to take it.
You want my chair? You'll have to take it.
But you already knew that, didn't you?
It's like some guy at the movie just like, listen, Bob, I'm just trying to sit next to my wife.
I mean, to be fair, they are basically in space for that scene.
Yeah. I just like the idea of that scene playing out, but it's just him at a movie theater, or just Virgil at a movie theater. And some guys are like, hey, I'm just trying to sit next to my wife. I just got up to use the bathroom, man.
You saw the post sort of credit scenes, right?
Yeah, where they're
hanging out. They're hanging out in hell. It's like, that's one to me. That's one to me. Where the hell did you learn to count?
Yeah, that was really good.
There's a great. I've seen one of the new scenes in the special edition. Is they get to the root of the tree, and Dante's like, "So why is this thing so big? You compensate for something?" And they're just like, "Yes, your incompetence."
I did see that.
I remember you crying every time Mommy got mad. Oh yeah, well, you cried every time Dad raised his voice.
I love how they basically they went from like trying to kill each other to like actual just squabbling brothers, and it's really good.
To be fair, considering they're both not invincible.
No, it's great. I love it. Oh, that thing looks cool. I just looked at the figure.
Haven't they just been like squabbling like children all of this time?
It's that, but minus the killing now.
I mean, the fact that Virgil has the line of "Give me that." No, you've got your own. Well, I want yours too. It's like, at his peak, like...
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
You goddamn man-child, Virgil. Just wants power. Anybody got any of that power?
I train the sword. I attack my brother and son all the time. Alright, that's a good place to call it as we meme about Virgil. I hope you enjoyed Super Robot Wars. It's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Death to Space Noids.